Advanced privacy protocol that can't be compromised. Transactions anonymous and privatized. zk-SNARKs here to shield transactions. Let's do that satisfaction. This day and age, I can get no privacy. Everything I'm being told, nothing a lie to me. Don't care, you can do what you want. I'd rather feel safe and secure than on the run. Can't be compromised. Anonymous and privatized. Shield transactions. Pirates got that satisfaction. Can't be compromised. Anonymous and privatized. Shield transactions. Pirates got that satisfaction.
Soon may the pirate chain come to bring us crypto gold and rum. One day when the system is done, we'll take our treasure and go. There once was a ship that put to sea in the name of the ship of privacy. The winds blew hard and feet dipped and blew me. Crypto boys blow. There once was a ship that put to sea in the name of the ship was privacy. The winds blew hard and feet dipped and blew me. Crypto boys blow.
Can't be compromised. To shield transactions. Pirates got that satisfaction. Can't be compromised. Anonymous and privatized. To shield transactions. Pirates got that satisfaction. This day and age, I can get no privacy. Everything I'm being told sounds like a lie to me. I don't care, you can do what you want. I'd rather feel safe and secure than on the run. This day and age, I can get no privacy. Everything I'm being told sounds like a lie to me. I don't care, you can do what you want. I'd rather feel safe and secure than on the run.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the February 2026 Pirate Chain Monthly Update. I'm Daniel. You guys might know me as DeJohns on Twitter, Telegram, and other platforms. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a really big show, and I'm super excited about it. I'm going to go ahead and dive in. Our first big announcement that everybody's been waiting on and should be pretty excited about is that Orchard testnet is now live. We have a blog post up on the website, and you can also go to github.com/pirate network /pirate/releases. So it's under releases on the Pirate Network GitHub page. And this is the testnet for our next major upgrade, the Orchard upgrade, which most of you should be familiar with by now. Orchard is going to do several things, but the most prominent thing it does is it gets rid of what a lot of people call the trusted setup that was used to start the zk-SNARKs privacy pools. They give piratechain its privacy. There was some criticism of it, saying the launch wasn't as decentralized as it could be, but it doesn't matter at this point because since then there have been ways discovered to launch the same privacy pool without the trusted setup needed. So once we fully migrate over to Orchard, that FUD or criticism will no longer be relevant. So it's super exciting. It does have some other added benefits, scalability, and some potential to build other things on it that weren't possible before with Frost and Halo 2. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just read the release for us here. Piratechain Orchard public testnet is live. Come take part in testing the future of private digital money. Powered by zero knowledge proofs, Orchard marks a milestone for Piratechain. Join the Orchard public testnet channel in Piratechain Discord to help participate in testing. Get testnet coins via Forge or Oswald in Discord. So yes, if you're interested in testing it, you should obviously be in our Discord already, but there is a public channel on there titled Orchard Public Testnet. So go and join that. You can ping Oswald or Forge or just ask in there. for some testnet coins. Once you have testnet downloaded and you want to do some test transactions, you can ask for some testnet coins and we'll send them right over to you. For more details, read the information about Orchard Testnet in the version 6.0.0-beta 2 signed release. Warning, do not run this in production. Read the information in the file for the correct flags to use to start Orchard Testnet. Yes, it is very important that anybody running this read the instructions very carefully that Forge posted, especially if you are testing it on a machine that you already have Treasure Chest on, if you're already running a full node wallet on mainnet, or our current mainnet, then you have to be extra careful when you are downloading this because some files can get corrupted and confused between the testnet and the main chain. So make sure you read the instructions carefully and use the correct flags when you start Orchard. And definitely before you even download it, you need to make sure that your seed phrase is safe for your current treasure chest. I mean, you need to do that regardless, but now would be a good time to double check and make sure you have an accurate seed phrase written down and secured in a safe place before you download it. And as long as you have that seed phrase secure, you will always have access to your coins. You'll always be able to restore a wallet with them. So it's very, very important you do that and read the instructions correctly. So as a community project, piratechain Orchard's strength depends on the community participation and testing effort. Testnet mining, transactions, and performance feedback are essential to help find bugs before mainnet activation. piratechain's transition to Orchard will be a significant milestone for the project's history. Orchard is a transactional implementation of the Halo 2 zero-knowledge proving system. Orchard will bring to piratechain an improved trustless setup from the original Zcash Foundation's Power of Tau trusted setup of 87 participants for Sapling. So yeah, the original ceremony that set up the privacy pool included 87 people. I think they did a very good job of making sure it didn't have any security vulnerabilities. And I've never been very worried about it personally. I thought all the information was pretty public and it was pretty clear that all the keys were destroyed and stuff like that. So it's never been FUD that's concerned me that much. But from this point forward, it's not going to matter anyways because we are not using that trusted setup from the original ceremony. So in the stages of growth and development, a sprout symbolizes the initial phase, a sapling as a young plant that is maturing, and an orchard as a fully developed and productive environment. Orchard now represents a new phase of development, enabling new capabilities and technologies for growth and launches piratechain into a new phase for the future. So yeah, it is super exciting. We've been working on this for a long time. Our developers have been hammering away and have done they've done some very impressive stuff, and we're super proud of them. We've been working on this forever, and I know you guys have been getting tired of hearing it, but it's finally here for public testing. How long it's in public testing kind of just depends on how many people test and they're found. So the more people that test it, the quicker we can get out. This is a great step, first step for any either professional or developers out there who want to start getting their foot in the door in a cryptocurrency ecosystem, specifically privacy and piratechain. This is a great way to show to the team that you are you're useful, have useful skills that we could benefit from. So if you're a hopeful developer out there, or maybe someone who's just learning about it, you're a college student or something like that, this is a great way to get your foot in the door with us and into the privacy coin ecosystem. Go download it, go look at the specific things we're trying to test, but even if there's something not listed in there, you can do whatever you want to it. Try to break it, try to do complex transactions, try to do a bunch of transactions, just whatever you could possibly think of, including UI and stuff like that, and see if you can break it. So it would be benefiting the project significantly if you could help. So there's a great way for get lots of amateur developers and stuff like that, or people who are just learning students who are wanting to contribute, and this is a great first step to getting your foot in the door. I'm sure you'll learn a lot from it, and you'll be able to talk directly with piratechain developers. So I really encourage anyone out there who has the capabilities to do it. I think you'd be surprised that it's not as difficult or technical as you think it would be, especially if you're just trying to test the UI and stuff like that. And we definitely need feedback from novice users too, people who aren't incredibly technically literate. It would be great to get your feedback too, because you're the specific type of person we are trying to target here. We want to make this stuff simple and easy for anyone in the public to use. So if something you think you could benefit from, something you think you could offer to piratechain, now is a great time to step up and significantly contribute to the project and to the ideas of privacy and sound money that we are building for the future. So I'm super stoked. He's done absolutely incredible work, and we're really excited. This isn't just some copy and paste from Zcash or something like that. There's been significant changes to it. We do a lot of things different from Zcash, and I think a lot of people out there don't realize how much original code we contribute to these kind of things and how many changes are made. So go dive into the code yourself and take a look. And so once again, you can go to piratechain.com on the blog and you can find all the information out there, or you can go directly to github.com/piratenetwork and click on releases, and it's under version 6.0.0-beta 2. So click on that, make sure you read the instructions very carefully, and join the Discord public testnet chat. We'd love to see you guys in there. And also, if you're a pirate that just hangs out on Twitter or Telegram or other places, I would highly recommend joining on Discord. That is where the team is the most. That's where you can get questions answered the most. That's where we have a tip bot, so you can deposit some pirate chain and give tips out to people, or potentially earn some tips yourself. Yeah, and that's where we do the community calls and stuff like that. So if you want to be an active member of this community, come join Discord. I know we have a ton of people on Telegram and a ton of people on Twitter, and which is great. We'd love to hear from you wherever you're at. But if you really want to get into the community, come join our Discord. And you can find all those links on the website at piratechain.com. So yeah, Orchard Testnet is live, guys. Go spread the word. We just had a tweet go out about it, and posts on all the platforms, Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So whatever platform you're using, make sure you go give it a like, a comment, and share. We'd really like to get the word out there, so even people outside our community are testing it. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who'd like to get their hands on this and try to break it and contribute. So please go, especially on Twitter. Twitter's, the most active crypto platform out there. So if you're on Twitter, please make sure you're geared for your mainnet treasure chest before we start doing any of this. And everyone out there, even if you're not testing, today's a good day to go double check your seed phrases and make sure you have them written down accurately and secure. No matter how many times we repeat that, there seems to be people who still forget to or are careless with it. So you don't want to be one of these horror stories we hear about people losing their seed phrase and losing access to their funds. So here's your go dump that your seed phrase secure. There's a lot happening here at Pirate Chain, and you're going to be excited about it in futures, and you're going to go check your wallet and not have your seed phrase. So now's a great time to do it. So we really applaud Forge and all the Pirate Chain developers that have made this happen. It is truly incredible, and we're hoping this testnet will go smoothly and we'll get everything hammered out and have mainnet launch before too much longer. We obviously aren't saying a specific date yet, because we don't know what kind of bugs are going to pop up, and we're the kind of team that likes to under-promise and over-deliver, as opposed to the rest of crypto who seems to over-promise and under-deliver. We really try here at Pirate Chain to do the opposite. Goals in this video. I think that's what Forge has done in this instance. So I'm really proud of them. Please go check it out, pirate.com/pirate. Let's find some bugs. Let's get this done quick, and let's get Orchard mainnet launch, guys. Go spread word about it. Tell all your family and friends, tweet about it, and let's make this happen. I'm super excited about it. So I figured I'd start out with the big news, because that's what I feel like everybody's tuning in for today, is the big news about the Orchard testnet. But we do have a few other things to go over too. This upcoming week, it just started, is Monerotopia is happening in Mexico City, Mexico, in the Roma district, and piratechain will have a presence there. I will be on stage on Saturday night, I believe, as part of a panel at Monerotopia, and we'll have a booth there all week. We'll be giving out piratechain to people who download wallets, and we got some swag to give away. And we'll be talking to people, so it's not too late. The event isn't sold out. VIP tickets are sold out, but general admission are not. And they are only $100 for general admission tickets. And for locals from Mexico, you only have to pay $25 to get in. And it's a great time. It's in a marketplace that's open to the public. There's like a dome that the speakers are in, and you have to have a ticket to go inside that dome. But outside the dome is a marketplace where they're selling all kinds of different items on merchants, probably about half of mostly Monero, but I was able to onboard several of them last year to accepting piratechain as well. So hopefully there'll be some more accepting piratechain, and if not, I'm going to onboard a few of them and get them accepting piratechain. So it's a really cool event where you can actually go and use your crypto. There's people there you can buy and sell crypto from, people just individuals out there either trying to onboard or offboard, which is a great way to buy your cryptocurrency, to just buy it in cash from someone. Or there's always people selling gold and silver from Monero and piratechain. So if you want to buy a little silver or some gold backs or something, there'll be people to buy them from. And just networking with other privacy enthusiasts out there. There's not a ton of people out there who take their digital privacy seriously. And Monerotopia is one of the events where you have a bunch of those people in one place. A lot of people think that most Monero bros are hostile to pirates, and I'd argue that most of them are not, but there is a small vocal group of them that are. But I have a really good response from most people I talk to there, and we have similar values. We believe in decentralization, we believe in privacy, and we believe in freedom. So we have more in common than we don't. And so I've been having a lot of success reaching out to some people from the Monero community and other privacy coin communities to get them enthusiastic about piratechain as well. So there are going to be plenty of pirates there. I already know a handful of our community members that I know personally that are going to be there, and it's a great time to hang out and meet other pirates and meet them face to face, go out to dinner, and plan for the future. It's really great when you can get together with people and organize and make plans for the future of piratechain. So it's not too late to get tickets, and flights and hotels are not too expensive. So if you have some extra time, consider coming down to Mexico City for that. And then the week following, actually the day after Monerotopia ends, Monerotopia is the 12th through 15th. And then starting on the 16th in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, is Anarchapulco, which piratechain will also have a presence at. We will have a booth there all week, and there are 14 members that are going to be there, including myself. And I am also giving a presentation on Wednesday, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not just giving an intro into piratechain type presentation. I do give those a lot. But this one I decided to go a little bit differently. Sorry, I'm trying to find the title of my talk down here. I keep forgetting it. There we go. The title of the talk I'm giving is "Privacy is not a feature, it's the foundation of digital money." So I'm arguing that most people, when they talk about privacy on the blockchain, they are talking personal preferences. Advocates of privacy like us would say, "Oh, I don't want all my private financial data all over the internet for everyone in the world to see." Financial information online. It doesn't bother me. I'm not doing anything illegal. It is correct. You should be concerned about that. You shouldn't post your personal information on the internet for the entire world to see. But I feel like there are other arguments pertaining to fundamentals and economics that make transparent blockchains basically unusable as peer-to-peer digital currency. If we want to have a digital currency that acts in the same way as using cash or precious metals, but we want to use it digitally on the internet, I think you absolutely have to have privacy because it affects fungibility, it affects censorship resistance, and several other things that just, in my opinion, do not make it sound money. So I'm going to be making that argument. If you disagree with me, come to the event and give me some pushback. Tell me why you think transparent coins could be successful peer-to-peer digital currencies. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that presentation. I've been working hard on it, and hopefully you'll learn something from it. Even if you're already familiar with piratechain and our technology and what we're doing, you could get a lot from this presentation. Or people who aren't interested in piratechain, they're just interested in economics or digital money, then they can get something from it too. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'll be speaking on Wednesday. We'll have 14 members there. Matt, a lot of you might know Matt, Be Love and Be You. I think it's confirmed that he's going to be there now, and I think he's going to be singing with his guitar. He's a very, very talented musician. Some of you might be familiar with him. He's been at piratechain events before, and in a couple long he made and goes Be Love and Be You is his day. So he'll be there singing some songs. Chain, Anarchapulco also, who accepts piratechain, which is cool. It's some coins and hang out with some people with similar values. So yeah, Anarchapulco is the opening party's on the 15th, and it goes through the 22nd. So yeah, come check it out. Oh, and I believe Amy is also doing the TCV summit immediately afterwards. I think that's on Saturday, the 22nd. Amy will be speaking at the TCV summit. So she will be giving another presentation about piratechain. So if you're able to stay for that, that would be great, and check out what she has to offer. So yeah, it's not too late. Neither of these events are sold out yet, so you still have time to buy tickets and come hang out with us in beautiful Mexico. It's going to be a great time. And there are also, at least for Anarchapulco, there are, I think it's for Monerotopia too, but there are virtual tickets that are significantly cheaper. So you can go and buy a virtual ticket and watch all the presentations from home. For Anarchapulco, if you use coupon code PIRATE, you will get 10% off of any of the tickets, including the virtual ticket. So if you'd like to watch my presentation but can't make it down there, use coupon code PIRATE and you can watch it online. So yeah, come see us in Mexico. We're super excited about it. I also wanted to mention, as you guys know, last month, Komodo Classic forked away from Komodo, and they are now supporting piratechain's delayed proof of work. And we're super excited about that. We're very proud of those guys to step up and fork the chain and basically continue on with the original vision of Komodo. So it couldn't have gone better. There was some changes going on with Komodo, the original Komodo chain, and a lot of the Komodo team and a lot of pirates and stuff like that were not happy about the changes, so we decided to do our own thing. And we've successfully forked the chain. Some amazing Komodo team members and pirate team members spent their own time and resources making this happen. Everything went smoothly, and things are going great. Our 51% protection is intact, and we're still being notarized to Litecoin. There was a problem with it. It was a very smooth transition. So if you guys are not part of the Komodo Classic Discords or Telegrams, part of their community, I really, even if you're not that interested in, Komodo Classic, they're supporting piratechain, and they're providing quite a big service for us. So I really encourage people to go and give them some support. Follow them on Twitter, join their Discord and Telegram. You can find all those links on their website, kndclassic.com. And then also they do have a new wallet that essentially works like the previous Komodo wallet, but it's the Komodo Classic wallet. You can find that on their website also and download it. And they also have their WebDex, web wallet essentially, which is a DEX also, where piratechain is listed. And that is live, so you can go swap in and out of piratechain there. So please go give them some support. Go try out the DEX if you haven't already. I've been a user of Komodo DEX for years and years at this point. It's been the #1 DEX I've used. They're some of the first people with the atomic swaps, and they're very first people to do atomic swaps with the privacy coin with piratechain. So they're incredibly smart. They've contributed to the ecosystem a ton, and we should really support them. So I'm not sure if the desktop DEX is out quite yet. I think they're still working on that, but the web DEX is up. But you can find all this information at kmdclassic.com. So please, please, guys, go give them a follow. Follow them on Twitter, and go try out the DEX. You know, let's really support the people that are supporting Pirate Chain, and they are definitely supporting us. So we need to support them back. kmdclassic.com is the website. kmdclassic.com. All right, next thing I wanted to remind people about is the fundraisers we currently have going on. You can find these at piratechain.com/crowdfunding. We have, let me see, we have 2 fundraisers going right now. The one we're really focusing on is one to get on anonbazaar.com. It's an online marketplace. I announced this last month, but here, give a reminder to everybody. It's anonbazaar.com. It's an online marketplace where you can buy and sell things in privacy coins, and they already have Monero and Firo listed, and they have requested to get Pirate Chain listed on there as well, and they're asking for a fee for the development work they have to do to incorporate it into the website. I personally think it would be very beneficial to have a website like this where all the privacy coins are listed, because it's better for sellers if all of the communities are in one place for them to market their products and services to. If every individual coin, every project had their own online marketplace, then sellers trying to reach the privacy coin community would have to go make an account and post them on all the different websites, whereas this gives puts all the eyeballs in one place. So it's very good for sellers, and it'll give, if Pirate Chain is integrated, it will give sellers the choice to buy and sell things in Pirate Chain or whatever privacy coin they select. And it's I think it's built very well. It's got a nice UI. They've got some cool features, like they don't collect fees from the buyer or seller, so they don't not make any money off of that, and they don't take custody of the funds. They do offer a type of insurance for the products, obviously, since they're not taking custody of the funds or charging fees. Buyers want to have some confidence that the seller they're purchasing from will send the products, and the product will be what they said it was and in good condition and everything like that. So they've developed an insurance system where the seller can buy bonds for the value of the product. If the seller's selling a item that's $100, they could buy a bond, $100 bond, be essentially insurance from the website themselves, and then the buyer will have some confidence that if the product doesn't show up or if there's problems or something like that, it's insured through the website, and the website will reimburse them. So they have some cool features like that. You can also pay to boost your posting, so more eyeballs will see whatever you're trying to sell and stuff like that. So it's a cool, nice, modern website. It's the anonbazaar.com, ANONBAZAAR.com. So if this is something you guys would like to see happen, please go to piratechain.com/crowdfunding. We have a Pirate Chain donation address, Monero donation address, and a Litecoin donation address. And for Monero and Pirate Chain, we also have the view keys published, so people can go and see themselves how much are in the wallets. Keep an eye on it. For Litecoin, obviously, you do not need a view key because it is all public on the blockchain, so you can just copy and paste the address in a block explorer and see the status of that wallet. So if this is something you'd like to see happen, I'd really, really encourage you guys to go and donate to it. We are a community funded project. You know, we have no, we're a team of volunteers. We have no revenue except our own time and money and donations that we can spend on this kind of stuff. So I think this is a really easy solution to getting a online marketplace for Pirate Chain to happen quickly. You know, we can essentially make this happen as soon as we have the funds raised. So please consider donating. We added Monero and Litecoin since some people were requesting that. They didn't want to sell their Pirate Chain, they wanted to hold on to it. So we added other ways to donate, and let's really make this happen. Let's step up. No donation is too small. We love $1 donations, $10 donations, or if there's something you really want to see happen and you have the funds available, can donate any more. So there's a lot of team members that spend a lot of time and money on this project. So let's show them how grateful we are by donating a little bit of our own time and money to making this project successful. So please, 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 we're only strong as a community, so let's show how strong we are and how we can get together to achieve a goal together. .com/crowdfunding. And is another fundraiser up there. It's the paid promotion on the Subversive Spectrum, the podcast by Sally Mayweather. He goes by Sal the Agorist on some online platforms. He's a pirate and he really likes piratechain, and he really focuses on pirate privacy and decentralization, agorism. If you're not familiar with agorism, look it up, but it's right up the alley of what's important to pirates. So I think it would be a pretty decent sponsorship for us to do. We've never paid an influencer or sponsored a podcast or anything like that. It's this would be something new for us, but we got a lot of people saying we should do that and requesting that, we get more people like this promoting us. So essentially we just left it up to the community because we don't want to come off like we're paying influencers in private behind the scenes to shill our coin or pump it or something like that. So this one, we're just being open about it. He already talks about piratechain. He's already had me on his podcast before and retweets pirate stuff. So he already talks about it, but with the paid promotion, he would do an ad every single week. He'd be talking about it all the time, and you have a big sign behind him that says piratechain. So I think it's a pretty good deal. And also the amount of money he's asking for is very reasonable. A lot of other podcasts and influencers, they're constantly reaching out, trying to get us to pay them, and they just ask for ridiculous amounts of money, and they don't really believe in this stuff. They'll just say whatever they're paid for. But it's pretty clear that Sal does believe in, freedom and decentralization and privacy. So I think it would be a good sponsorship. So consider donating to him too. And then we also have a general fund donation address. And we have that in Litecoin as well. So yeah, please go throw us some coins, guys. Let's see this project move forward and do a bunch of these cool things we're trying to do. So piratechain.com/crowdfunding. Now, and anyone on Discord, if you go over to the chat, Amy's been posting links for us over there, but I know we got some people over on Twitter and YouTube as well. But on to the very last thing. We got Oswald here, who is leading a team for building the new unified wallet, which we are super excited about, and he's going to give us an update about what he's got going on with his wallet. So how you doing, Oswald?
Hey Daniel, thank you for having me. I hope you guys all
Yeah, of course.
can hear me well. I can see my thing on Discord is jumping over and over, so I apologize if my voice cuts off.
You sound good right now.
That's good. So to give you guys an update since the last monthly meeting, in the last monthly meeting I announced that we pretty much finished milestone 1 of the new unified wallet, unified light wallet, that is. Most of the work that was done for the milestone 1 previously was related to syncing, optimizations, and actually getting the core of the chain to actually work. It was fully rewritten in Rust from C++, and we did our own optimization. So that was last month's update, actually. So to go to this month's update, we actually finished the second milestone for the wallet. I'm gonna get in detail into different sections of what we've done so far and what we've finished. Sorry about that. So the major update that we've done for the second milestone is actually the networking upgrade that we've done. So usually all of the wallets right now for Pirate, it's all of the light wallets do not have an option other than using the regular internet connection. What we've done is that we've added bundled Tor clients to all of the versions of the light wallet. So whether it's on desktop or mobile, you'll be able to connect through Tor. And we've also added I2P to desktop only because it's not allowed to be on the mobile versions of the light wallet. We've also added. I'm going to go into a bit more technical details regarding Tor. So when you use a Tor client, you're essentially connecting to Tor. It's like a default thing. You're connecting to onion addresses and whatnot. However, there are different kinds of Tor connections. So the default one that everyone uses works almost everywhere. However, there's a few countries or a few ISPs that actually block your Tor connection. They don't allow you to connect to Tor, which there are ways around that. But the thing is, we wanted to make it as easy as possible for everyone to be able to use it. This is only on desktop, what I'm going to talk about now, which is that we also added, it's called a Snowflake client for Tor, which bypasses censorship. So whether your ISP, whatever country you're in, whatever ISP you use, even if it blocks Tor, you'll be able to access Tor through Snowflake. However, I have to warn you that Snowflake is extremely slow. But it will work no matter where you are. We've also added another kind of Tor, which is called OBFS4, which is essentially bridges. So you can add your own bridges. You can get bridges from anywhere. However, we cannot put a default list because bridges change all the time. You have to get them on the spot when you want to connect. And you can use your own bridges to connect to Tor, which will also pass censorship and be faster than Snowflake. So this is mainly the networking upgrade that we've done. On mobile, you can only use regular Tor. You cannot use Snowflake or bridges because they're not allowed by the Apple Store and the Google Play. However, we left the option that you can use a direct connection. If, for example, you're connected through a private VPN, you can use a direct connection. And if you want, you can also use SOX5 proxy if you have a proxy, or if you want to as well connect to your own Light server. You don't need to use the official Light server with the new unified Light wallet. And as for core updates goes, we also added support for sweep transactions and consolidation, both of which are manual. So you'll have to be able to choose what you want to do. And to explain the difference between sweep and consolidation, sweep essentially allows you to move all of your transactions, all of your addresses with positive balances into one new address, whether it's an address inside your wallet or outside your wallet. You can do that using sweep. Consolidation is essentially the same thing. However, it only allows you to move your addresses into an address that the wallet owns. So it's always better to use consolidate and not sweep. We also added an automated consolidation, which is optional. You don't have to use that if you don't want to, which essentially bundles a consolidate transaction into your next send transaction. So let's just say you have 30 or 40 addresses with balances, positive balances. So maybe they all have 0.1 pirate. What that will do is it will not trigger consolidate on its own until you make a new transaction. That way it gets bundled with it, so it doesn't bother you UI UX wise. So it's like essentially you turn it on and just leave it, forget about it. And it'll do it on its own. It'll do it on its own, so it doesn't slow down the wallet having a lot of UTXOs transactions. And the reason why we need sweep or consolidate in this wallet is actually because we added one-time use addresses, so automated rotation of addresses. So once you use an address in this wallet, once you receive a transaction to it, it'll automatically rotate into a new address. It'll generate a new address owned by the same seed, so you'll never lose your money, obviously. And it'll set that as a main address to use. So if you go to the receive tab of the wallet, the moment the wallet detects that you've received funds to the address, it will automatically generate a new address and switch that as the main address. And generally, you don't really need something like this with Pirate because it's private by default and it uses zk-SNARKs. However, there's a really unique case where this would be useful, which is that linking addresses. So for example, if you use an address on a KYC exchange, you do not want to use that same address somewhere else, because then if both the exchange and the second place that you use the address on is known, is owned by the same person, they'll be able to link that you've used this address before and you're the same person. However, I need to emphasize this is a really unique case and it's very rare. However, this completely eliminates any risk with linking addresses because you'll never use the same address twice, essentially, with this wallet.
Is that turned on by default?
Yes, the address rotation is on by default, yeah.
Okay, but you can turn it off manually if you choose to.
Right now, no, we haven't done that, no.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
essentially,
something.
there is no real limit to how many addresses like your seed can generate. Like it's in, if I remember correctly, it's either in the millions or billions or something like that. So there is no
Yeah.
point not to do it, even if it's
Okay.
just a slim chance that it improves your privacy by like 0.01%. It's still good to do.
Yeah.
Uh,
So say you are like some organization that accepts donations in piratechain and just have your address publicly posted. Like you can just leave that same address posted permanently, right? And it'll still all go to it'll all still go to that wallet
yeah, yeah.
permanently. Okay.
Yeah, like even if you use an address and gets rotated, the previous address can still receive funds. It's not an issue, and it'll still show up in the wallet. It's just that whenever you go to the receive tab to get an address to send it to someone so they can send you funds, it'll be a brand new address that wasn't used before.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Sorry to
and
interrupt.
one of the no worries, no worries. One of the other features that we've essentially finalized now is screenshot protection on sensitive screens. So this is not applied everywhere. It depends on what screen you are. So if you're, for example, looking at the seed phrase screen, like you're trying to copy it or something, you won't be able to take screenshots. But it also depends on what device you're using, because some OSs do not allow that, and some OSs like fully block screenshots. Some of them partially. We enabled it everywhere we can enable it, so chances are if you try to take a screenshot on like the password screen or the seed phrase screen, you won't be able to do it. We also have a clipboard clear up. So what happens is when you copy a seed phrase, it will automatically clear that from your clipboard, if I believe within 30 seconds, after 30 seconds of copying it. That way, it does not stay there permanently and risk some kind of attack that can steal your clipboard, essentially. We've also finalized biometrics on all of the devices. We actually had a bug that we fixed today with biometrics on both macOS and Linux. They had the same bug affecting both of them. We pushed an update today. Hopefully that fixes it. Essentially, you'll be able to use Face ID, Touch ID, Windows Hello, whatever platform that you're using. If it has biometrics, you can optionally enable it. You don't have to use it
Do
if you
you
don't
re
want to, but yeah.
do you recommend that? Do you recommend that? Because I know when biometrics first came out and I was looking into it, some privacy and security experts I talked to told me you can if your password is compromised you can make a new password, but if your fingerprint's compromised you can't make a new fingerprint. But I've been on the fence about it for years whether I should use biometrics or not.
Yeah, that's true, but it's more of a convenient. So it's up to the user if they want to use biometrics or they just want to use a regular passphrase. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, I've been on the fence about it
but
for a while
I
whether I should or not.
I generally recommend using it. Like if you get like a physical attack where someone physically gets a hold of you and your device, yes, they'll be able to use your face or your fingerprint to unlock it. So that's mainly the risk that occurs
Yeah. But
of
also
biometrics versus password.
you also
Yeah.
have a distress mode type thing built into this, correct?
Yes, I was gonna get to that too.
Okay, I'm
We
sorry, I'm
also
sorry.
did. No, it's fine. It's fine. You can chime in whenever you want. We also did. What do you call it? The panic mode. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I was just saying. We also did panic mode. So essentially, it's optional as well. It's not something you have to use. By default, if you enable it without doing anything, you just turn it on, it will be your passphrase backwards. So you just enter it backwards and your wallet will load regularly. It will sync regularly, but it will show everything as zeros. Even if you have pirate in there, it'll show that there is none and you cannot send any. And you can
That's
obviously
awesome.
change the panic passphrase as well if you wanted to. You don't have to have it as the reverse one. But that
Yeah,
was a
so
cool feature that we wanted to add as well.
if you guys aren't familiar with it, like their wrench attacks have become such a commonplace, especially over in Europe. They're happening on a weekly basis in France and stuff like that. Mostly with transparent blockchains because that's the danger. Transparency, everybody can see how much money you have. But if, say, you're walking down an alley late at night and someone, corners you with a knife or something, says they want your funds, and to open up your wallet, you could use your distress mode PIN or password. And when your wallet opens up, it will either show zeros or you can select it to show $10 in there, and then you just send him your $10. So he only gets $10 out of you. He doesn't get all of it. I think it's a really cool security feature, so I'm super excited we have it on ours.
Yeah, I mean, it's inspired from Edge Wallet actually. I really
Yeah,
like the idea, so yeah, I told the team we had to have this. We also added a BIP39, which is Bitcoin Improvement Protocol 39, which is essentially the seed phrase words as suggestions when you want to enter or recover a seed, essentially. So this one is actually inspired from Exodus Wallet. If you've ever used it, essentially when you start entering your seed words, it will give you suggestions. So if you wanna, if for example the first word is friend, when you start typing FR, it'll actually show you all the words in the BIP39 word list that start with FR. And you keep typing I, then the friend will show up as probably the only suggestion because it's unique. And this will also help people who usually, I mean, the biggest issue with people when they recover seed phrases is that they have spelling mistakes. So if you typed a friend as FREIND instead of FRIEND, it'll show you a red box that this is not a BIP39 seed word. That means you wrote it wrong and you'll be able to fix it. So this is a cool feature as well. We borrowed from Exodus Wallet.
yeah, that is really cool.
We
We do have people like once a week who are having problems entering their seed phrase, and it's usually because they spelled a word wrong. So that will make a lot less
yeah
headaches. That's awesome.
yeah we also updated the build process on GitHub. We use GitHub Actions CI/CD continuous integration to create releases for the unified wallet. We automated that, and we even added. We got a request to add virus total check. So everything, all the releases we make actually get uploaded to virus total and checked. However, I do want to say we found out that the Windows build actually gets flagged on virus total as a false positive. So because we bundle in Tor and I2P into the clients, into the actual wallet, for some reason, only on Windows that gets flagged on virus total. So yeah, just keep that in mind for the future whenever you look at
I
releases.
I think Windows has always flagged all of our wallets like that, or maybe it's Mac. Yeah, there's people have complained about that on wallets too,
Yeah,
but
Mac, Linux, and iOS and Android all came back positive. Like no flags on them. It's just Windows,
okay, just
surprisingly.
Windows. Okay.
Yeah, and there's no way to go around that. Like unless I remove the bundled I2P and Tor clients, which I'm not gonna do, obviously. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and we made one more update to sync, which we noticed that on mobile when you background the app. So if you have the app focused on your screen and you just remove it and then come back to it, the sync doesn't actually continue. So we made some updates to gracefully handle that. So the moment you click back on it, it will directly continue syncing. However, that caused some regression with some other stuff which we've hopefully fixed today with with the updates we've done today for sync again. Regression essentially means that you've done a new feature or you did an upgrade or something and it broke something else. That's what regression means. Yeah, and one of the last things I want to mention is we are actually going to have reproducible builds with the unified wallet. So we'll probably be the only crypto wallet that uses Flutter and Rust that can be reproduced by anyone. So when you build it yourself on your own device, the binaries will match the SHA-256 hash for whatever OS you're building on, will match the ones that we have. Now, what usually happens is when we sign the releases, the binaries change, and there's no way you can reproduce signed binaries. So what we've done is that we're going to be publishing all the unsigned binaries, and the signatures actually occur in public. So we do it over GitHub Actions. The actual signing of the apps themselves are being done on GitHub Actions in plain view, so anyone can see them being signed, going from the binaries that anyone can reproduce, getting signed, produces the new binaries that are not reproducible. So there are many wallets out there that use this framework, which is Flutter, that cannot be reproduced. And I'm not going to name and shame them, but that's a really big deal that we were able to do that when much bigger projects out there couldn't.
Let me comment on that for a second. Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize this. They see the code is open source, so they think it's everything's been checked. A ton of people have looked at it, but with most, well, I don't know if it's most, but a lot of wallets out there, even privacy-centric ones, the code is visible, but you can't reproduce the build yourself and do it yourself to ensure that everything's working the way they say they do. So it's something that people don't talk about a lot in crypto. Yes, it is very dangerous. So Oswald and his team have been making sure to do this as like open source as possible, so people can actually go and reproduce the build and make sure that they're getting the same apt when they build it themselves that we're releasing. So it's a really big deal that he's doing that.
Thank you. Yeah. Just the final note that I have on this is that if you've noticed on Discord in the feeds channel, I've been making releases so far, and these are only internal builds that we're testing as a team, where the team is testing like all the features and everything, and coming back to me with bugs that we're fixing as well. So hopefully, I mean, I cannot give a timeline, but hopefully we'll be able to do public testing soon as well for the unified wallet.
Yeah, you guys are moving very quickly and done such a good job on this, man. I'm really, really impressed with everything I've seen so far, and how quickly it's coming along and how professional your entire team is. It's been really, really great. And this wallet he's building, guys, is a freaking game changer. I was kind of letting you talk freely at the beginning, but I really wanted to highlight how big of a deal that is. This is automatically, by default, when you load up your wallet, connecting through Tor, which is absolutely the most private way to do things. A VPN is great and probably gives you an adequate level of network privacy, but just automatically going through Tor, making it easy for people. For a lot of people get intimidated talking about things like or using things like Tor, so they never even try it. But it just fires up automatically through Tor, and you can turn it off, but you have to do that manually. But much to our ethos, privacy by default, we're giving you the absolute best privacy by default. You open up the app, it's giving you the best privacy.
And we want it to be convenient as well. I mean, the main reason people don't use privacy products is because they're hard to use. But what we've done is we've actually added the Tor client in the app itself and the I2P client in the app itself. So it's only you press only one button. There's nothing more to it. If you want to switch like from Tor to something else, it's literally just one button. And by default, Tor is the way the wallet connects to the Light server. It's not that you have to go through your settings to turn it on. It's the default choice.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. And I've seen the wallet, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's very modern looking with a sleek UI. You guys are really in for a treat when this thing comes out. Honestly, I'm probably more excited about this than even Orchard. I'm super stoked about it. It works well, it looks beautiful, it has privacy by default, it has duress mode, which is absolutely incredible. It's rotating addresses. It just is an all-in-one app that gives you absolute privacy by default in every, from network privacy to on-chain privacy. So it's you guys need to keep your eyeballs open for this. It's absolutely incredible, and it's going to make it even easier to onboard your friends and family and your community onto piratechain. It'll be really easy. They'll be using Tor right out of the box. Their addresses will rotate automatically, and it comes complete with a duress mode pin and everything else. And it's nice, clean, sleek UI. It's absolutely beautiful. You guys are going to love this. So thank you so much for everything you're doing, Oswald, and to all the pirates out there. Really, you got to give Oswald a pat on the back and give him some praise, and his entire team. That's where he has a whole team that he's working with, and they're doing a great job and making a huge contribution to piratechain. It's an absolute game changer. I'm so excited about it. Thank you so much for everything, Oswald.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so before we wrap up, we've been going for an hour already, and noticing on Twitter and on YouTube that we've got more than twice the people listening right now than were listening at the start of the stream. So I'm going to go do a quick overview of everything we announced today. These meetings are recorded and on YouTube and Twitter, so you can go back and listen to them if you weren't here at the beginning. But in case you don't have time for it, I'm just going to do a quick run through of everything we talked about today. The first big announcement for today was that Orchard public testnet went live. And this is the next, it's the public testnet for our next major upgrade to the Halo 2 and the Orchard pool. You can find more information about it on piratechain.com/blog, or you can go to our GitHub. It's github.com/pirate network. Click on releases, and you will find the release in there. And you can download and participate in the public testnet. Make sure you read the instructions closely and take all the security precautions that are recommended. If you are testing this on a machine that already has Treasure Chest on it, Treasure Chest mainnet running, you need to make sure you make the correct flags on there to ensure you're not corrupting files from your real Treasure Chest wallet. So ensure your seed phrase is secure before you even get started or download it. Make sure your real Treasure Chest seed phrase is secure before you start that. But we really need as many people testing this as possible, trying to break it, looking for bugs. The more people we get testing it, the quicker we can get through the testing phase and get to a mainnet launch. So this is a huge milestone for piratechain. This is a really big upgrade we've been working on for a long time. So spread the news about it. We have a tweet, post about it on social media. Twitter is probably the most prominent. So if you're on Twitter, please go to piratechain Twitter or X and like it and share it and maybe leave a comment under there. I want to get as many people testing this as possible. And I went in more detail at the beginning of the call here today. So if you want more details, go back to the beginning. And we have Monerotopia this week and Anarchapulco next week, which piratechain will have a presence at. I'll be on stage at both events on a panel at Monerotopia and giving a presentation at Anarchapulco, and we will be there all week. And tickets are not sold out for either event, so it is not too late to join us down there. The next thing I talked about was current fundraisers we have going on our website, piratechain.com/crowdfunding. We have a couple really cool fundraisers going on there. So if you'd like to contribute and see some of these things happen, see development and marketing and everything else involved with piratechain, if you want to see it go farther and see more of it, then consider donating a few bucks on our donation page. There is also just a general team donation fund that you can donate to. And we have piratechain addresses, Monero addresses, and Litecoin addresses. So any of those coins you want to donate in, we will accept. And we have the view keys up there from Monero and piratechain, so you can keep an eye on how much is in those wallets. I also pointed out the Komodo Classic hard fork from Komodo that happened last month. Komodo Classic forked from Komodo, and the piratechain's delayed proof of work is now on Komodo Classic, and the transition went smoothly. Everything went great, and the Komodo Classic team has really done a great job with that and has been supporting piratechain. and they do have a wallet really out. You go to kmdclassic.com and find the links to their GitHub and everything else to download their wallet. They also have the web DEX, the web wallet DEX up and trading with piratechain enabled on it. So if you want to trade piratechain on a DEX, you can find it there. It's got lots of pairs and pretty decent liquidity. I've been using Komodo wallet forever, and now I'm switching to Komodo wallet Classic personally. So go check that out and give them our support. Go to KMD Classic and then follow all their socials and show them some support, because they really support piratechain, so we should return them favor. Spread the word out to everyone out there that, you know, Komodo Classic forked, and that's where piratechain is being supported on. So let's really support these guys, spread the news, and go try out their decks. And then obviously last thing was the Orchard Public or Oswald's wallet update. So it's been a really awesome community monthly update this month. We have a ton going on with this wallet and the Orchard testnet update are really huge news. It's very big, and we're having a great 2026 so far, guys. There's lots of things happening, so come join the piratechain Discord. We're trying to get a lot more people over on Discord. If you're on Telegram or Twitter or other places, please consider going and joining our Discord. That's where a lot of the team is. That's where a lot of the organizing happens. That's where the tip bot is. So if you want to give tips or receive tips, you can hang out in there and receive some tips. So we're really trying to get people funneled back onto Discord like in the old days. So please join us there. And yeah, we do our community calls every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. There's always a team member in there, and that's where we organize and talk. We talk about piratechain, we talk about privacy and cybersecurity, and everything to do with privacy and decentralization and freedom. So come join us in there. It's open to the public to talk. If you have questions for developers or for the team, come join in there and ask your questions. That's where I learned everything I know about blockchain from these community calls on there. So let's see what else, man. People are just pouring in on Twitter, aren't they, man? We're having a really good turnout over on Twitter. Thank you so much, everyone on Twitter. We're actually live on Discord, and it's being simulcast over to Twitter. But I really appreciate you guys showing up on there, and all you folks on Twitter, consider come join in the Discord. Go to piratechain.com, and you can find all the links over there. I'm really flattered you guys are in there. I kind of expected a big turnout this month just because we had so many big updates with the Orchard testnet and Oswald's wallet and stuff. So I'm pretty stoked about it, man. I almost don't want to end it, but we've already been on here an hour, so I really should start wrapping it up. But yeah, this has been great, guys. I'm super excited about this year. We got lots of cool stuff going on, and come consider contributing. You know, if you have any technical skills at all, go download the Orchard testnet and try to break it and try to help us out. Find some bugs in there and stuff. We have a public Discord channel called Orchard Public Testnet, and you can you can go in there and ask for some testnet coins, because when you download it, you'll need some coins to do transactions. Obviously, your real piratechain won't work on testnet, so go in there and ask for some testnet coins, and we'll send you some testnet coins, and then you can come back and post in there with any bugs or just any feedback you have whatsoever, whether it's the way things are worded, the UI, or anything like that, instructions. If you have feedback on any of that, we would also love the feedback on that, not just the development side of it. So please consider doing that. If you're an amateur developer out there or a student and you want to get your foot in the door into privacy coins or into piratechain, this is a great time to step up and show the team that you have some skills that can contribute to it. And who knows, it might be a pathway for you to be on the team in the future. But it's a great chance for students to learn and get some experience in doing real-world testing for a real-world product that tons of people are going to use and that millions of dollars are going to be transacted with. So, this is the time to come step up and show us your skills. If you have skills outside of that, whether it comes to marketing, making graphics, videos, come join the Discord, tell what you can do. This is a community project. You don't have to ask us permission to contribute. You can do whatever you want. But if you are producing something and you would like our feedback on it, then join the Discord and show us, and we'll give you feedback, or we'll answer questions or give you any assistance that we can offer. So this is a community project. It's time to be part of something meaningful. If you want to look back 50 years from now and, be able to say that you took part in something meaningful, that you were trying to build sound money for the world and spread the word about it, and make the world a more peaceful and prosperous place for our children and our grandchildren, because it all comes back to sound money. Money makes the world go round, and when you're using corrupt money, you're going to have a corrupt world. But we have the opportunity here to build sound money, money that'll work for people and build the economy, and not just used to control us and to steal money from us with the hidden tax of inflation. So come be a part of something meaningful. I know I've loved it so much, contributing to something that means so much to me. It's made a huge difference in my life. I've made some amazing friends. I've learned so much, and I really encourage everyone else to come give it a try. I started out as a community member, listening to these monthly updates and joining the community calls and asking questions. That's how I got started in piratechain. So come join it, man. I just started as a community member, and now I'm on the team, and I'm going off giving presentations and stuff like that, and it's genuinely been the most meaningful thing I've ever done in my life, and I'm super happy I contribute to this. We're all unpaid volunteers here, so I'm not getting paid to do this, but I find a ton of meaning behind it and fulfillment, and I would really encourage everyone else out there to come join. Make some graphics, write a blog, write a song about it. There's tons of AI tools out there. Go learn how to use AI and make some cool commercials and stuff like that, and post in Discord about it so we can give you some feedback and let you know what we think about it and help spread whatever you're creating. Or if you're an artist out there, or you do woodworking, or you sell honey, or a beekeeper or something, start accepting piratechain as payment. That does so much. If you just have more places to go spend piratechain, it gives people more reason to go and buy piratechain and to hold piratechain. So please, 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 if you have any skills out there whatsoever, if you have a business or a side hustle, start accepting piratechain. It's about to get a lot easier with Oswald's the wallet Oswald and his team are building right now. It's going to make onboarding and doing business and everything else work so much more efficiently. There's also what the work Oswald's doing. Third-party wallets will also benefit from, like Komodo Classic and Edge Wallet and stuff. Like they're going to be able to see their wallets be able to implement the same optimizations we have on our native wallets. So basically, the work Oswald's doing is going to make all the wallets work better and just make the network a million times better. So now's the time to get your businesses accepting piratechain, to get your friends' businesses accepting them. If you do some painting in your free time at home, go post it online for sale in piratechain, and share it on Discord and Telegram. Let our community know you're selling stuff with piratechain, and let's really start using this. It's the currency's only as good as it's much as it as good as it is used. You got to use it to make it money, not just hold on to it and hope the price goes up in the future. That's how we make the price go up in the future, is by building a network that is usable and that people are using, that you can buy goods and services with. So let's make this happen, guys. We have a really, really amazing chance right here to change the course of history and change our lives, and give us private sound money we can use to escape the surveillance state that's been rolled out around us, and escape the fiat currencies that have stolen wealth from us for generations now. So this is a really powerful technology, and piratechain is the absolute best out of all of them, in my opinion. That's why I'm here volunteering for piratechain and not for other projects. It's because I truly believe in this, and I truly believe we have an amazing chance here to make lasting impact on the world. And you don't want to be sitting in your nursing home 50 years from now or something and looking back and seeing how successful piratechain was and thinking that you could have been there contributing to, you could have made a difference. You want to be a part of this. We're building something special here, and it's time to step up, guys. 2026 is going amazing with Orchard and this new wallet. Things are going incredible, and it's time to step up and contribute and do something meaningful. So yeah, sorry about that little rant. I'm just really passionate about piratechain, and I'm really excited about the things we've done and the things we've accomplished with volunteers, just donating our time, and just this amazing community we have out there that's telling their friends and family about it, that are accepting piratechain for their businesses. Piratechain is leveling up. This is a huge upgrade for us. So 2026 is a huge upgrade. So it's time to go spread the word, shout from the mountaintops about it, guys. We're doing some special stuff here. But anyways, I guess we've already been over an hour. I should probably wrap up. But yeah, join our community call Sundays at 1 p.m. East time. We do these monthly updates on the second Monday of every month. So check back in March. We'll have lots of cool updates for you guys, and come join the Discord. We're making great. We're trying to get everybody back on Discord because it has a tip bot and just lots of cool features that make it easier for organizing. So come join us on Discord, guys. We also have Telegram and Twitter and everything else. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. But yeah, it's exciting, guys. 2026 is going amazing. We have so much incredible stuff happening. We're so lucky to have piratechain and so many amazing people working on it. So yeah, come check back next month for another update, guys. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Remember, your privacy is your freedom. Join us at piratechain and take it back. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Transactions anonymous and privatized. zk-SNARKs here to shield transactions. Pirates got